How do you know about jobs in New Zealand? When you start thinking about jobs in New Zealand, do you know how to start? You might want to make a CV or check through our website. You can do that for a part-time job. But if you want to work longer term, like full-time job, you might be able to watch this part. When we say full-time job, means work over 30 hours per week. If it's less than 30 hours per week, that is part-time job. So look at this CareerNZ page. This is government-owned page, and type barista here. It's already typed. Come up here. Yeah, as well. So actually, you see this page. From this page, you will see information about payment. Average payment $17 per hour. Job opportunity. Average means just normal. Poor means less opportunity to get a job. Good means a lot of opportunity to get a job. And language of training. How to become a barista. Written down here. I pick up second sentence. You can do a more comprehensive on-the-job training course such as Service QS and National Certificate in Hospitality, Food and Beverage Level 3. So you can be a barista through those certificate course, barista skill certificate course. It did said Food and Beverage Level 3. So this page, you can get information about the barista, how to become a barista, or language training, payment, job opportunity. And go back to the page. Yeah, you can get those information through that website. Yeah, skill level and certificate. So that page shows that barista course if you got level 3 food and beverage certificate. When we talk about level, we have two different type of level. First one is skill level, and second one education level. It's a bit complicated, but skill level, low number, level 1 is higher level and 5 is lowest level, but education level is opposite. Level 10 is highest and level 1 is lowest. And skill level is you can check Australia and New Zealand occupation list. So any type of jobs you can check skill level. Depending on skill level, you will get longer work visa and salary. New policy applies. And education level is 10 the highest, so like doctor level. So level 3 barista skill is not really high, only 3, because it's like 2 weeks course. While level 10 is obviously you have to study years and years. That's related to if you apply resident visa later, that education level is important too. So it's a bit complicated, but just remember two things: skill level for job level, education level. Sometimes they need a certificate for the job. And 1 to 5 high to low, 10 to 1 high to low. So it's opposite. Bit complicated, but just remember we have two different type of level. Yep. Next, how do you get a job in New Zealand? So this is guideline from beginning. Got a job and employment agreement. So if you're looking for part-time job, you can start from this section. You can skip the first one. So the first, you see online advertisement through Seek, Indeed, TRADEME, or NZ.com. This is obviously for Japanese website, but you should have a similar website, for example, like Korean Times for Korean and Sky Kiwis for Chinese. I'm not quite sure about South Americans or Europeans or the other countries, but you guys also have those community websites. You can find job advertisement written in your own languages. Yeah, online basis. And offline, you will find notice board at like school, agents, or even supermarkets sometimes. And entrance means entrance at a cafe or a restaurant. They might have a board that looking for someone, blah blah blah. And word of mouth is job through people. I'll explain more later in the contents. And making CV or other words, resume and cover letter. You may not aware of familiar with this cover letter. This is one page and highlighting your skill and experience, and your skills relate to the job advertisement things. But you can also skip this cover letter if you're just looking for a part-time job. CV itself works. And reference, it's a typical New Zealand way. Referee is you have to write down referee. Referee is not soccer referee. Referee is someone who endorses your skill and character. Normally, like previous employer could be a referee, or if you have just arrived in New Zealand and you have never worked in New Zealand, your teacher can be one of them. So you have to be nice to them and be on time to the class, do your homework all the time, otherwise you can't get a good one. Then interview, normally after sending application, you will have a phone call from a company to make an appointment for the interview. So make sure you set up your voicemail on your mobile phone, like saying, "Hi, I'm Duke. I'm sorry I can't take your call right now. Please leave your name and number. I'll call you back as soon as possible." Something like this. Otherwise, employer can't see, not sure that the phone is yours or not. So quite often happen they skip to the other candidate. Oh, I'm not sure he's one or not, so try to find someone else. It's quite often happen, especially for a part-time job. So make sure to set up voicemail. And the last, employment agreement. So every single contract you need to have an employment agreement here in New Zealand. If your employer doesn't give you this employment agreement, that's really bad. It might be a problem later if you want to stay longer, because this type of company might not pay a tax for you. You just receive money, but potentially the company doesn't apply tax, so means you have no record to paying tax. So that's going to be a problem if you want to stay longer. So make sure you have a one.